Hey guys, it's Anthony with Anthony's Fishy Friends, live, I believe, for the first time actually. We'll see if anyone joins us. In the meantime, I'm going to be sanding the 90. Let's see. So it was this blue that was like chipped up. You can still see the blue, but that's going to be covered by sand. I'd rather not get too close to the weld if I don't have to. So yeah, let's see if anyone joins me. Using 600 grit right now. The last stage was a 240 with a rotary sander. Might be too late for most people. Got to keep it wet. Whew. Hey, what's up, Panda? How's it going, brother? What you up to? Nice. You got Bob's? I'm sanding the goldfish tank. I took off all the blue, or most of it at least, except the very bottom that's going to be covered by sand or substrate of some sort. I'm going to make it black. What's up, Bob? Hey, Reels, how's it going, man? So we got some people here now. I was using the rotary sander to sand the acrylic 90 gallon. Started with, I believe, 80, hit it real quick to get most of the nasty blue paint off. Went down to 120, then 240, and right now we're doing 60 wet dry, or 600 wet dry. From 600, I'm thinking of going straight for the 15, and then maybe 2000. But I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to keep going because I'm pretty exhausted. But let's see. I'm just pretty happy all the fish seem to be doing pretty well after I left them in there using the rotary. There's my goldfish and my giant Danio. Dang, man, it's hot. What happened to the water? Oh, there it is. So what you been up to, Reels? Hey, Blackie, how's it going, bud? Thanks for joining us. Hey, I got 4 in here. Not bad for my first stream, really. Music. But my little one was taking up all my time, so I was a little lurker. Oh, cool. What rainbows you got? Did you put out a video on them, Reels? Hey guys, how's the audio? I'm streaming straight from the laptop, so I'm not sure how it is. All right, cool. Nice. Oh, hey, Blackie. Right now I'm sanding my 90-gallon acrylic. I took off the blue background that it came with. Right now I'm using 600 grit wet sand for the first wet sand. Probably go to 1500, then 2000 after. I plan on making it black. It'll make the goldfish in there stand out as best they can, I suppose, or I hope. Oh, my bad if it got loud. Oh, nice, Reels. I'm thinking about getting the dwarf neons for my, I think it's about 37 gallons or so. It's almost a 40 breeder size, but not quite as deep. I believe it's only about 15 inches instead of 18 and a quarter. Oh man, I think I'm gonna have to serve a drink before my next stream. A little whiskey would be nice. Just swapping you guys around so I can actually see. All right, I think that's good with the 600. When you coming to the States, Blackie? I'm down to drink as much as you are. It's been a long time since I've been drunk, but you come on down. Alright guys, I haven't done the video yet. You guys are going to get the sneak peek because I need at least some water. Going to get the sneak peek of my guppy tank. There was the old one. You probably got a hint of it in the reflection already. And there it is. Nowhere near complete, but I got all the guppies in there and some cycled media. The substrate is new. So far, I am snail free. I hope it continues that way. Hey, who's the fifth person? See if they'd like to speak. Oh, my bad. That's my fan. Let me get that off. Bam. Better? Yeah, dude. You're talking about it. Holy guppies. I really didn't think it would look like there would be that many in there going from this thing, which was around 45 to 50 gallons of water or so, to the 75. But my God, I almost feel like it wasn't a tank upgrade. I really do. I'm going to see how many I can get in there because the 40 breeder is going to be turned into a sump. Should hopefully give me about 30 more gallons of water. Bob, I don't even think you can put a hook in them without them dying, dude. Hey, Aquamate, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, that was the sneak peek before I put out an actual video on it. I'm good, man. Exhausted. I've been working overtime pretty much every day this week, but I figured if I don't start on this, I never will. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, Blackie, it does. But seeing some of the more show type guppies out there kind of makes me want to turn all my 20 gallons into breeders for different ones and just have an all male tank. I've seen a few on LRB's website, King Lee's website, and I believe there was maybe Imperial Tropicals, maybe. Oh, my bad. Was it like yelling again, dude? I gotta find a way to get that under control. I might need an external mic. Does anyone usually stream at this time? All right, Blackie. Aw, dude. Really? All right, man. Guess I'm gonna have to pour myself a drink. Because now I know at least 3 other people here are drinking. See what I have at the ready. Hopefully something. Oh no. I don't have any Levitt in there. Alright, the Singleton will have to do. Oh man, I'm thirsty. And I might as well give you guys a sneak peek of the only fish I have named. His name is John. There he is, in his 75-gallon. Say what's up, John. Come on, say what's up. Say what's up. Yeah. He is also going to get his own 40 breeder sump. I am really hoping to cut down water changes on both those tanks to at least every other week, which really shouldn't be a problem with those sumps. Unless I get a million guppies. All right. Oh man, sorry guys, I'll be right back. All right. Dang, Aquamate. $10-gallon. Ooh, what? What 10-gallon? Oh well. Cheers, guys. All right, guys. So I wet sanded with 600. It does feel really smooth. So I'm debating if I should. I have 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, and 3,000. How far do you guys think I should take this? Oh yeah, my flower horn. Dude, he was never in a 10-gallon. Oh, wait. He was in a 10-gallon. He was in that 40 breeder. And when I set up the 75-gallon, I put him in my 10-gallon down there with a heater because I do keep him at around 85, 86. I didn't want him to go into any sort of shock with a big temperature change. So I heated that up and put him in there for 2, maybe 3 hours at most until he got to go back in the 75. I put like 300 watt heaters in there, a 250 watt, 100 watt, and cranked them all the way up so it heated up really quick. Cheers, Blake. So again, I did the 600. I have 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, and 3,000. Do you really think all of them are necessary? Because I do also have the, what is it called? Do I have it right here? No, I do not. But I have that buffing compound, the 1, 2, and 3. Oh, I do have it right here. Novus. That's what it is. Novus. I was only going to do the 3 and 2, the heavy and fine scratch remover. Oh, yeah. Reels. Dude, honestly, he had a lot more purling on him when I saw him in the store, and it was definitely an impulse buy. I knew I was going to be able to house him, so I pulled the trigger on it. He was much smaller, and his nupple hump was much smaller, but honestly, I hope it doesn't get too much bigger. I switched his food to something that isn't so crazily toward head growth. I'm really hoping it doesn't become one of those flower horns where it really like overlaps the eyes and it seems like they can't even see. I'm really not fond of that look, but he doesn't look too bad right now. Hi, Monica. How's it going? Dude, I'm waiting for you to come over, Bob. Oh, are you talking about Blackie? Blackie's big on drinking. I'd tell everyone here to sub everyone else, but I'm pretty sure that's already happened because I pulled all you guys from other streams. So what are you up to, Monica? Farmer friend. Right? Yeah, farmer friend. I sure hope that's true, Blackie. I know I'm okay, but I sure hope that's true for everyone else. Oh man. I'm sure glad YouTube came out with their own streaming thing again. I'm a little ashamed to admit it, but I honestly couldn't figure out Streamlabs. I really just wasn't trying hard enough. I think I'm gonna have to figure it out though, so that we can have some guests going on here. Oh, is that right, Blackie? How generous, Aquamate. Blackie, it's not like you would end up near me anyway, man. Nobody comes to LA. I don't know, Aquamate. I heard it through the grapevine. Means it's got to be true, right? Bob, no crap. Y'all follow Zenzo, Tozawa Tanks? I was on one of his streams about a month ago. I'm thinking of trying to plan a trip for him to come to LA. And Corey's coming on September 1st, so I'm going to be there. Well, Costa Mesa. It's Orange County. Yeah, man, I traveled to a pet fest a while back. The only people I really knew before I went were, or knew of, I should say, were Joey King of DIY and Flip, Rob from Flip Aquatics. Rob was pretty cool. I started following a few people, George from Coral Fish 12G. Before Pet Fest, and I was able to hang out and drink with Rob, George from Coral Fish 12G, and Sean Hale, along with one other person who I forgot his name, but it was George's friend. Blackie. It's true, man. Although, does he run? I don't know if he runs, man. He's like really buff, so I don't know if he only lifts or if he actually does run. Yeah, dude, I heard. That's cool. I can't miss that stream. Oh, I haven't noticed. Does he have tiny legs? Dr. Black checking out Zenzo. So what's the real reason for you checking out Zenzo, Dr. Black? What? Turkey talk. Later, Bob. Sure, bro. I don't mind. It just keeps making me approve it for some reason. I don't know if there's a way I can turn that off because I really don't care. So yeah, Fallen Hero is one of my buddies. He doesn't own any fish or anything. He's just a good friend. Haha. No, Monica. I had this really nasty blue paint on this 90-gallon acrylic. It's for my goldfish. I took it all off with the rotary sander, and now I'm working on wet sanding it so I can buff it out with the Novus 3 and 2 before I paint it black. Hydrogen water. What's hydrogen water? I'm sorry, I'm older here than I actually am. That's what I'm saying, Blackie. I don't know, man. I swear I feel like an old man because new stuff comes out and people will bring it up. People even older than me, like 10, even 20 years older than me sometimes. And I'm sitting there like, what? Huh? What you talking about? Oh, cool, Aquamate. I feel you, man. I do that all the time. Especially lately, setting up the 275s that you saw. Dude, I've been lurking like crazy, building the stands. Pretty much in zombie mode after the OT I've been working. It's been like 10 hours of work minimum a day. My job is physical, so it's pretty exhausting. Except today. Today was only 9.5 hours. No, Monica, really, what is hydrogen water? Is it something you can explain to us? I'm actually curious. Oh, okay, cool. I'll check it out. Yeah, I don't know how many $1 million ideas I've given away over the years. But honestly, if they could make it happen, go ahead because I'm too darn lazy. Who wants a Vegemite sandwich? Dun, 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 dun. Man, y'all work really late. Oh wait, nah, y'all on the other side of the world. Is the sweat showing up on the camera? Scungy? Green Day? Oh, is that her name? I always hop on late, so I never really catch her name. I've been curious. Oh, oh, bro, man. I have an uncle that got me into it, into Green Day. They've been my favorite band since I was 5, maybe 6, more like 5. Um, was introduced with Dookie. Uh, there wasn't really a day that I could remember that I didn't listen to at least one song of theirs until at least after high school. And when I was about 24, I finally got this tattoo. It's my first, hopefully, of many, but my plan is to hopefully put a bunch of different stuff from album artwork from different bands, make a whole sleeve out of it. And then I don't know what song yet, but I'm thinking one of my favorite songs have a basically the musical staff with the actual song in time, like in actual time, going through it, not just a bunch of random notes. Like somebody would be able to actually play the song off of the staff. It's the idea I have, but fish have taken over life. I don't know if it's ever gonna happen. Uh-oh. We're good. That's where it was already cracked a little bit. We'll repair that later. I got this take secondhand for free, so whatever it came like, not too bad. But I'm gonna actually get some acrylic glue or acrylic weld, whatever it's actually called, and put it here so it's actually welded back instead of the clear tape they used. Eh, Monica, teach their own. The way I see things is, if it doesn't hurt you, why worry about it? So I go to a lot of people's homes for work. I work for AT&T. I install cable. And there's been quite a few times that I've asked people their hobbies and they've been off put by answering just because they're worried about what I might think. And I kind of have to assure them that honestly, as long as you're not hurting anyone, I don't care. The only reason I ask is in case I'm interested in what you do. Maybe I might like to try it. Maybe not. Maybe we can talk about it. Maybe not. Either way, I find it's a good way to meet new people and see what people are interested in. Yeah, honestly, the way I try to see life now is try not to care what anyone thinks of you. As long as what you're doing hurts nobody, who gives a shit? Sorry, that's a drink. Not really. Yeah, no, it's just who cares, If what you're doing doesn't actually hurt anyone, you really shouldn't care what anyone thinks of you or what you do. It's the only way to truly be happy, which is how I'm into fish. I really don't care. There's not one person I know personally that does not think I'm insane, but I really don't care. My motto is the less you give a fuck, the happier you'll be. Yes, Blackie, I agree, bro. The only thing I'm not into is the people who totally don't give a fuck and are just out there, like, really seems like they're out there to offend people. I'm not down with that, but, I just say treat people how you want to be treated. Um, Very old saying, I find it's best to live by. No, Monica, you're cool. We're good. I wasn't judging. Just throwing my philosophy out there is all. We're all good. Like I said, it's nothing against you personally. I really don't care. It's truly in at least America's society the only way I find to truly be happy, because money really doesn't buy you happiness. You just can't care. Then you can do the things you like to do. Like, I love these fish, man. I've had quite a few tanks, and like I said, everybody thinks I'm nuts. So be it. So you guys want to see how it's coming out? A little hard to do with this thing here, but this is the back. I'll show you guys from the front. Y'all can see the PVC I have running around the room. So there we are. You can still see a lot of the blue at the bottom, but that's going to be covered by substrate, so I'm really not worried about it. If I really ever want it removed, I will, but I'd rather stay away from that seam if I can. Thanks, Blackie. I tried a little. Honestly, it's kind of hard to mess up. I didn't even use PVC glue or anything. There's no leaks. It's pretty cool. Although I do want to get a more quiet air pump. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's pretty loud. I do also have a fan on, so I don't know if that's coming into play as well. Aw, dude, you guys are kind, man. What time are you guys going on? Oh, well, I'm gonna have to figure out what time that is my time. I'm sure. Did you guys do a schedule for it already so I can look for it? Yeah, Monica, and the thin wall is so cheap, man. I'm so glad you're able to use it for sump plumbing because it is pretty significantly cheaper than the thick wall stuff, and you get a lot more width out of it because it's not taken up as much. So, like, when they say a 1 inch pipe, it's 1 inch on the outside. So if it's the thick wall, you get a much smaller hole on the inside than you do the thin wall stuff. So it's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I'm already subbed. Cool. I'll make sure I make it. Even if I'm working, I'll have to be lurking. Yeah, man. Honestly, the one who got me most comfortable into streaming was Jess Shrimp Granny. Seeing her stream with as few subs as she had really made me think it didn't matter. And, well, it doesn't matter. Thanks, guys. All right, so we're done with the 1500 finally. Yeah, man, I think I might need a refill. Actually, if you guys don't mind, let's go do that real quick. My mouth is getting pretty dry. And hey, Monica, you weren't here when I showed my guppy tank, were you? True, Blackie, true. So, even though you peeked at it there, this is what they were in case you haven't seen that video. It's a 45 to 50 gallon hex or so. It did look like a boatload of guppies, so if you want to go back and see that video, you'll see how many it looked like in there. And honestly, this 75 gallon upgrade, there's still a ton. Like, I really thought it would look like a lot less, but man, the majority of them aren't even fully grown. I am going to plan it out. I don't know with what exactly yet. I did have some floating plants in here, or plants that I think were meant to be stem plants, but were able to float. I know nothing about plants, so yeah, I could probably ID like hornwort and duckweed, maybe. Everything else, don't ask me. Oh, wait. Thanks, Monica. I got excited about my guppies. Forgot about my drink. Y'all want to see one of my dogs? Say hi, Lily. Lily, say hi. Hey, Blackie, I wish I had that problem, man. Sorry, Monica. My doggy. Without getting too crazy with it, I did go through a rough patch, and I didn't treat my dogs the best. I didn't beat them or anything like that, but I didn't really show them the love that they deserved. And one day I had a customer that put it to me this way. They probably saw it on the internet, even who knows where it came from, but they said something along the lines of, "You get to travel the world as a person. You really do if you really want to. So you can do whatever you want, but you are your dog's whole life. So for you to treat them like anything less than good for even a second feels like an eternity to them." And since then, I love my puppy. Hey, Lily, you want to come? She don't want to come. Yeah. There's times I really want to tell that to some of my customers that I see, but um, I got a daughter to feed. I can't risk my job, especially with the way people want to report the most ridiculous of things these days. No, that dog, she likes treats and all, but she could really care less about food. What she yearns for is to have her toy thrown. Um, I mean, you could ignore her, ignore her, ignore her. She will finally curl up next to you on the couch, but the minute you even put your hand on her, she bolts to grab a toy and runs back. Sometimes it's cool, most of the time it's very annoying, but I still love her. It was definitely a lot cooler when I had more energy. All right, guys, I'm about to do a 2000 grid. And then I think I'm going to call it a night because I am pretty exhausted already. And tomorrow I will decide if I do another round of 2000, a 3000, or if I just paint it. Oh, I mean, or if I do the novice. Because honestly, I was looking at it from the front and it has more of like a frost to it with it just being sanded. And I am really wondering how that would look painted that way. I imagine, I want to imagine it would look cool, but it would probably look really bad. So I might just use the novice and know I'll be okay with it. Oh, Monica, she is now about 8 years old. When she was a puppy, it was impossible for me and my ex to make her tired. It just wouldn't happen. She loves the laser pointer, and when we used to live in this apartment, they had a pretty large courtyard. So I had this 15-foot retractable leash. I had her on that, and I would spin around like this, just holding the laser, spinning around as she would run around, run around, run around. I would do it until I would get tired, and she wouldn't get tired. Um, I still can't make her tired. I've done something with one of my little cousins who has a lot of energy until she's played with her till she's gotten tired. Then I played with her. Then my mom doesn't have a whole lot of energy, but she played with her, and the dog still wanted to play. Dog doesn't get tired. And even though I would really love for her to just cuddle up with me, I kind of hope she stays that way as long as she can. So, Monica, where are you from? I always liked dogs, but after I got into fish, honestly, I just started loving animals. I like all sorts of animals. I don't want to own all sorts of animals, but I like them. I had a customer the other day who kept pigeons, flying pigeons. They were pretty cool. Oh yeah, I hope it's gonna look cool. I'm definitely gonna do a video on it. Yeah, my mom never liked animals, but in her older age, she's not even that old. Well, she's really not old at all. She just turned 50. Um, yeah, right. Oh my God, I'm bad. Yeah, 50. She's really starting to like animals, and she really fell in love with my dogs. And now she's extremely sad that she seems to be allergic to the one you saw. I guess she puts off a lot of dander. I don't know if I don't brush her enough or what, but my mom just can't seem to be around her. Oh, okay, that's cool. How's the weather over there? It's been getting a lot cooler over here at night in California. Well, compared to the days at least of 90, 95 or so. Wait, are you doing your water changes with buckets, or were you just gravel backing and having a hard time with your back with that? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, you want to see my water change system? Let me get a drink real quick. So I use this pump here to pump water out of tanks. I have my hoses over there. That white hose right there is used because my spigot is right out over here, out of this window. And I basically just hop out the window, fill up this 100-gallon tub where I treat it with Seacom Safe because it's a lot cheaper than Prime. And I have another one of those exact same power heads inside the 100-gallon tub. So that's attached to this hose, which is attached to that little device there. And I use this remote. So I actually used the number one for something else in a different part of my house. This set came with 3 little devices and 2 remotes. So I have the buttons pulled out of the other remote so they cannot accidentally be pressed, so water will never go everywhere, at least from accidentally pressing that remote. Then I have on number 2 is set for the clean water, and number 3 is at the end right there for that pump. So yeah, I just throw that pump in, throw one of my long hoses, throw it out the window, and use the remote control to start it up and stop it when I need to. And then same thing with filling it back up. And then I use these clamps to clamp the hose onto the tanks when I'm filling it back up so that I don't have to hold it because it does take a while. That power head actually came with several different size little adapters. And I'm thinking about converting the one to at least fill up the water to the 1/4-inch hose adapter because I have it on 3/8 right now. Wait, 3/8? Wait, that's larger. Oh, been drinking bad at math. But yeah, anyways, I have a smaller hose right now. I want to go to a larger hose. That way, with these 2 75-gallon tanks especially, and then I have a 125 and this 90, hopefully I can fill it up a lot faster. Remote lighting. Ooh. One thing I do know is I'm definitely going to have to take a shower after this.